This is a review of the Cartier Pasha 38mm that I've had in my collection for roughly about 6.5 months now, maybe 5 months. Anyway, I'm going to go through the history of it and pretty much the story behind it. And when I buy a watch, you know, I mean, the name it's a big factor. The history of this watch is also what you're buying into. This watch was supposedly made in the 1930s for the Pasha or ruler of Marrakesh because he desired a watch to go bathing in. And this was a watch that was prototyped and in the archives of Cartier in France, and it was revived in the late 90s by Gerard Genta, who put his own touches on the watch. It's 38mm. Cartier does not make this model anymore. Actually, when I went to a jeweler here in Richmond, they didn't even know that it was a Cartier. They've never seen it before because all they sold were the Santos models and the Panther models, and you know the Klee and the newer models. But these are boutique models. They come in two sizes. There's a 42mm tourbillon that's roughly $90,000, and a 35mm Miss C. This is the 38. This is the larger Pasha that they made, besides the C timer, which I think is still in production, but that's a 42mm and it's black rubber with stainless. I wanted one of these for a long time. I love the history behind it. I think it's elegant but sporty. As you can see, it has a diver's bezel on it right there, and it spins counterclockwise. And another thing that I love about this is the canteen crown. You unscrew and it falls away. That is the technology they had in the 30s to keep a watch waterproof. There's the actual crown. Unscrew it, or pull it out, set the date, pull it out to the second position, set the time. And when you're all done, me and my big fat fingers, make it waterproof again, screw the crown back on. The blue jewel on the crown is a polished sapphire cabochon. It's a real sapphire. These watches are counterfeited a lot, and it's kind of hard to tell the counterfeits now from the real ones. A lot of times you can tell by the crown there, the blue cabochon. You can tell the way that's set. That's not really set right in the counterfeits, and also the way that the case is constructed. The engine or movement of this watch is an ETA 2824-2 date function Swiss movement. It could be a 2836. Well, either way, it's a Swiss ETA movement. Back in the day, Cartier used Le Coultre and Vacheron Constantin, which was the same company. They kind of went hand in hand for their movements, which were phenomenal movements, and they go for thousands upon thousands today. It's very comfortable to wear, 38mm. The phone kind of gets screwy with focus, so I'm not really going to put it on my wrist. But, what the hell, I'll do it. This is going to be fun. Anyway, Cartier is a long, long history. They owned the Hope Diamond, one of the sons of Cartier, and sold it to a woman here in the States, where supposedly he made up the curse of Cartier for the diamond, stating that it was stolen from an idol somewhere in Asia, and that was the curse. This is the watch on the wrist. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. Again, there's a 38mm watch. I don't wear big watches. I don't like them. I find them bulky. I like 38mm to 42. I've owned big watches, and they're very cumbersome. The clasp is a hidden clasp with the Cartier logo on it, and the strap is, well, the straps on the Cartiers aren't the best quality in the universe, and they wear rather quickly, so this is an aftermarket gator strap. The dial is fantastic. A lot of those Arabic numerals are just so cool the way that they're written. Glows bright at night. Wearing comfort, it's great. It's sporty and dressy. And Cartier is just known around the world, but I've run into a lot of occasions where I have a feeling these are going to be going up in value, I'd like to hold on to this one, and it survived a watch show and multiple trade offers that were fair, but I just couldn't pull the trigger and let it go. It's a great watch. Some may argue it's a bit dressy, but everyone that I've come across really love it, so I'm a real big fan of it. Again, wearing comfort is great. It gets a lot of compliments. It can be subtle, and if you could see, it's hard to see the heat blued hands. They're blued in an oven. It's a process that's used, and it gives a real pop to it, along with that sapphire cabochon crown. Retail when these were new were between $7,000 and $9,000, depending on the strap and the bracelet. You can have them today for significantly less. I stumbled across this one in Puerto Rico through the eBay, and it was a bit of a risky purchase, but I walked away happy. It's all authentic and real, and that's all that really matters. But for an all-around watch that I believe is going to be a very good investment, as well as get great enjoyment, I think this is it. And it was designed by Gerard Genta. He also designed the Audemars Royal Oak and the Patek Philippe Nautilus. So it's a pretty small club that he designed for, and all of his watches are great successes as far as design goes. I think that's it. If you can get your hands on one, I'd advise it. But this is pretty much my everyday wear watch. And thanks for watching. I didn't see a review on a 38mm fascia anywhere on the YouTube or the internet, so I'm doing my own. Alright, have a great day.